rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawn. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your number one chief Rocket Knicks Universal main man. Uncle Freezy is in the building. Salute everybody. Salute. DSJ is in the building. Excuse me. Miguel P is in the building. Salute. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights is in the building. Salute everybody. Man, salute, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through and hanging out with us. Salute to everybody that's watching us on X, and salute to everyone watching us on YouTube. Man, appreciate y'all being here. Golly, now I see who I left. Cash, I was trying to remember who I left off the kite, and now I know who I left off the kite. All right, so bear with me for a minute. So yeah, my bad, Cash. See, my bad. Now I know who left off. All right, there we go. There we are. There we are. All right. What's good, everybody? Salute. Sherwin in the building. Kerry Cox is in the building. Salute. Salute, y'all. The Knicks beat the Atlanta Hawks. I think it was 125, 128, 125, something like that. That game shouldn't have been as close as it was. Atlanta went on a few runs, though. Atlanta went on a few runs. Atlanta was scrappy tonight. I'll give them all the credit for not folding, for not laying down. Right? Atlanta was really scrappy tonight. Really scrappy tonight. A lot of things happened. Endgame is in the building. A lot of things happened tonight. Mike Brown's, I'm not going to lie to you. I think this may be the best game I saw Mike Brown coach. Right? I think this may be the best game I saw Mike Brown coach. I saw adjustments in real time. I think Mike Brown did his thing. The Okongwu for three thing was a real thing until it wasn't. Right? Mike Brown made an adjustment for that Okongwu three. Nobody knew, or at least we didn't know, Okongwu was going to be a threat from three until he started getting it going and started hunting for it. Once he started hunting for that three, I felt like they're going to weaponize the Jalen Johnson, Onyeka Okongwu thing. I felt like at times they played a little bit better without Trae Young. I'm not saying Trae Young was a detriment to them, but yeah. I felt like at times the ball flowed better for them without Trae Young. There was more ball movement, but at the same time, I don't watch Atlanta enough. Like, I hadn't seen Atlanta 30 times this year. I think I may have seen them like 10 times this year. And some of that was with Trae and some of that was without Trae. So, I mean, I don't know who Atlanta is. I don't think Atlanta knows who they are, to be honest. I don't think they have a real identity. But what I do know is they never give up. Right. This Atlanta team is scrappy. They seem to play for each other. The kid, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, looks like a leader. Now, he might not be the leader of that team, but he looks like a solid NBA veteran. Right? I think that he's a solid NBA veteran. One of the things that stood out to me is in tonight's game, one of the things that stood out to me is that Jalen Brunson is an absolute weapon. There were a couple of times I was like, JB, what are you doing? But then other times I was like, JB, take us home. Right? I was like, hey, man, JB, take us. I trust Jalen Brunson. One of the things I noticed, though, is they don't look for Mitchell Robinson as much as I think they should. I don't think they look for Mitchell Robinson coming out of the screen as much as I think they should. At the same time, Coach, what's good, man? One of the things, though, is
let's go Knicks.
Jay the Chosen One is in the building. Salute.
Peace, salute. Let's go Knicks.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I thought there were a few opportunities where Mitchell Robinson was open going to the rim, and I think we could have capitalized on a few of those opportunities. At the same time, Atlanta's perimeter defense was a little disruptive. I'm not for sure what we shot from three, but I'm confident that we didn't blitz them from three. It seems like all of our threes were at least contested. If they weren't heavily contested, they felt generally contested. Like, I don't feel like the Knicks ever got a wide open three, except for the one that Cat took when he was on the island by himself. Yeah, outside of that three, I don't recall the Knicks getting a wide open three. Atlanta, they look like a team that may be missing a couple of things. One of the things that they're missing for sure is size. Right? They didn't have a deterrent from Cat getting anywhere he wanted to on the floor. At least I don't think.
They say that. I was thinking the same thing. You know what I thought about today?
Let me finish this.
Go ahead. Yep.
So one of the other things that I noticed early on in the game is that the Knicks had multiple ball handlers initiate offense. And you saw it from Brunson, Diawara, Kev McCuller, who came off the bench before Tyler Kolek. And not because I don't think they preferred Kev McCuller over Kolek. I think they preferred to keep Jalen Brunson's substitution pattern in place, right? So JB played his normal structured substitution pattern, and then Tyler Kolek would come in for him. But I noticed the Knicks initiated their offense from several different ball handlers and from different places on the floor. Now, with that said, I'm mostly comfortable with Jalen Brunson being the guy, right? I know he had the sloppy turnover late. I chalked that up to great defense by Atlanta. But in crucial situations, I trust Jalen Brunson. But at the same time, it seemed like every Nick on this team, if they wanted to take a shot, they could take whatever shot they wanted to. That's what it seemed. That's what it seemed like. It seemed like Mo Diawara looked super confident, right? He looked super confident. Cash, what's good, bro?
Hey, what's good? What's good?
What up,
Hey,
Cash?
man, I'm
What's
just
up?
giving my
What's up,
thought
coach?
real quick. Just give my thought real quick
Go ahead.
before we go around the horn. But
Yep.
I felt like with the multiple ball handlers initiating gave Atlanta a look that they weren't prepared for, especially since they didn't have time to prepare, since they also played last night. Also, there was some threes that were taken by a few guys, and as soon as I um, as soon as dang, I'm the cash. I lost my train of thought. I think a lot of guys took threes, but it seemed like to me that any player on the floor was willing to attack from three or the driving lanes that was created by the spacing that was created by the 3-point looks by the Knicks. So we got a lot of stuff going to the rim, and I think Atlanta, not knowing how to handle that, they just went back to a thing, basically, just smother the perimeter to keep the Knicks off the 3-point line, right? To stop the Knicks from going bombs away, and let Cat catch it in the post and then scramble back and double Cat when you can. And with that, I would say the Knicks defense to me was good at stretches. A little slightly inconsistent, but at the same time, no, you're not going to beat an NBA team 120-0. At times you're going to get, these runs from another NBA team. So, all right, Jay, what did you see? Oh, hey, Cash, you got some
No, I hear you.
in the background. Cash, can you hear me? Okay. Oh, go ahead, bro.
I was making sure that wasn't mine. All right. I saw a handful of things. One, I agree with your assessment. I also believe that we can't deny a handful of things. That Cat, we complain a lot about not getting foul calls. We can't complain at all about Cat not getting foul calls.
Testing 1, 2. You still getting background noise?
Hey, hold on, Cash. Hold on. Jay,
and I lost my train of thought too. All right. So we can't complain at all about fouls not being called for Cat tonight. And let's give it up for him. Great game. Had a lot of points. But he was on fire from the line. To respond to what you were saying, I noticed this. If you look at the first half, we generally start off very slow in the first quarter or pretty even. We won the first quarter. We won the second quarter. We lost the third and the fourth quarter. That's what made the game so close. He can't hear me. I said my mic. You can hear me, right?
Of course I can hear you. Yeah, Jay.
Okay, I got a message that day I couldn't be heard.
No, you good.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry about that, man. So you know what? There was a lot of interesting moves. Let's talk about Diawara. Look, like you said, looking very comfortable, looking, going out there for his allotted minutes, getting the start, um, playing strong. The spotlight wasn't too big for him. Then we got to talk about Kevin McCuller Jr. Well, we played a heck of a game. A heck of a game. I will say, no matter what, still, even though Cat got a lot of calls, we still don't per capita get a lot of calls in our direction. Brunson, a lot of other players. But as far as the scheme of things, as far as Brown putting things together, the way, how I like to call this team the Legoland team, where you could put different things together and it builds different things. Brown seems to know how to do that in a very deep way. Like he waited on Kolek for a while in that fourth quarter. Then in the second half, and then he brought him out. Which then lends me to say, wow, man, we have a very deep team, and the kids aren't nervous. But I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know how you feel about this, but I'm a little bit. If I have any negative takeaways, it would be that we had a large lead and we let that slip away. Number one. Number two, OG hasn't looked himself since the Cup. Personally, that's how I feel. And
what do you mean?
He looks a little slow. His lift doesn't look like it was before the Cup. He was slashing, he was dunking, he was shooting from the corner, or he was faking from the corner, driving to the hole, dunking. He's had a couple of really off games. Now tonight he was better. His defense was better. And of course, you got to give up to Captain Clutch, the fourth quarter. I mean, the most clutch player in basketball.
Yeah, the OG thing is intriguing to me. That I don't know. Like I'm struggling with the OG thing.
Okay.
Like, does he look? What's the word I'm looking for? OG. Does OG look bad? Is what you're, or does OG look hampered?
He at times hampered. That's a interesting word to look at it.
Okay.
I would say that you look at the Cup game, he was on fire, right? The last game. Then from that point on, he has gotten one block a game and another game 2 blocks. Then he's had 3 steals today. He had a good game today with 15 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, and a block. Great. But versus Cleveland, he's 8-2-2. Miami, he scored, but he I mean, he had a pretty good stat line. Philadelphia 2-3, and that's it. What I'm saying is like I don't know if he's looking a little tired. If hampered is in the same is a synonym to what you're saying. For me, I feel like there's a couple times I've seen him try to do a couple things and he wasn't getting lift.
Okay.
But he definitely, and I'm not saying like he didn't win have the game saving rebound or the clutch free throws at the end. Those things he had. He just looks a little bit off to me.
Okay.
And I don't know if I just don't know if he's just a little bit exhausted or remember he was hurt recently too.
That's your opinion. We ain't judging. Like
yeah.
whatever you saw is what you saw.
Yeah. So but you know what? Besides that, I thought I think that the game looked good. We were flowing good. It was nice to hear let's go Knicks in Atlanta.
Yeah.
The coach outdid himself with the maneuvers.
Yeah, I know. I pointed that out during the game.
You did. I stole your line just now. I will. I'll tell him myself.
I thought I was on trial. I thought I was on trial.
Yeah. I felt like I was part of that jury. I definitely was. But I'm not fronting for everybody and stealing your mojo. I'm just saying that he definitely coached his ass off. But the point is, I want to see this coach like when our guys get clothesline. Like he's a great talker. He's a great coach. He's kind of fatherly. He stops everybody on the way back, pulls them aside, talks to them. He does a great job at that. I don't know, man. You clothesline our guy going to the rim. I want to see him take off those glasses and throw them at the ref. I want something. Do something. Don't do that because then you get kicked out and fined. But do something. You know what I'm saying? Like get a little animated, and maybe that's just the way I like it.
All right. Well, let's do this. I'm gonna get back to what we saw tonight. Just ask Cash. Cash, what did you see tonight? What did you feel like you saw tonight?
For what I've seen, it was good to see the bench depth again. Contribute. Make up for those that are injured. Overall, I would say our offense, the continuity was there.
Okay.
Cohesion, chemistry, and cohesion was there. I think. Well, my concern from my synopsis of this game was defensively, and how letting Atlanta come back from the deficit that they had to actually taking the lead, and so that we need to tighten up on our defense because we let them back in the game where when we were in a position to really go for the juggler and just put our foot on their throat and end it, in which something that we probably should have done, considering they were playing a back-to-back. So, maybe we let our foot off the gas pedal a little bit, but at the same time, I know defensively, we probably let our foot off the pedal defensively. Is probably the real tape.
Right.
But it was nice to eke out the win at the end. It made for interesting drama there at the end. But yeah, that's what I see. It's good to see. It was good to see DOR get the start. It's nice to see Kevin McCuller have a heart-like game. So it was a lot of positives to take from the
Hey,
game.
Cash. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something to you and Jay, the chosen one, and y'all know y'all my fellas, right? Y'all know y'all my people, right?
Here we
But
go.
man, have we? Are chat? Are we in the champagne sipping crowd? Are we sipping champagne with our pinkies up now?
Oh, yo, why did I do this as soon as you
Yo,
said
and
that?
the reason why Cash, my man, I've been knowing Cash for years and years and years, right? I've been knowing Cash for years and years and years, right? How do we come to this thing? Like the Knicks legit should have lost this game tonight, right? The Knicks legitimately had 3 rotation players out, right? Mind y'all remember Josh Hart didn't play. Anybody y'all remember that, right?
Yeah.
Josh didn't play, Shamit didn't play, Deuce didn't play. Now, mind you, Shamit and Deuce have been out for a minute, right? So I understand that, right? But man, Atlanta, for the most part, looked healthy. I know Porzingis is out, right? But Porzingis is, when is Porzingis healthy? When was the last time you saw Porzingis 100, right? Top notch T, happy birthday to the guy. Salute.
Happy birthday, fam.
Hey, what I saw tonight is a Knicks team that was missing a key rotation piece, a key starter in Josh Hart. I can't discount how important Josh Hart is to the team. Mo Diawara filled in admirably.
Yes.
Kev McCuller filled in admirably.
Yes.
Right. We didn't see Dadier. We didn't see Yabusele. We didn't see Porty. But at the same time, anytime we're like, yo, we should have beat this team, rain, sleet, or snow, and you're missing 3 rotation players and you're playing young guys, it means we have moved into a different type of fandom. Right? Like chat. We had legit chat. We moved into a different type of fandom, right? Where when you're missing guys and you still feel like you can beat any team on any night on the road, what does that mean about your team? What does that mean about your coach? Cash, I'm not trying to throw my man Cash under the bus because there is no bus big enough for me to ever try to do that. Right? Cash is my man, 50 grand. Right?
Respect.
But right, that's exactly what it is. It's RESPECT, right? But bro, but Jay the chosen one, right?
I'm listening.
On a night where we're missing Josh Hart, Deuce, and Shamit playing on the road, they're healthy with an axe to grind. You know Trae Young absolutely wanted to destroy the Knicks tonight. You know that. That's why he didn't comb his hair.
I'm about to say with the hair on purpose, looking that way too.
Right. Yeah. So the thing is y'all know Trae Young want to embarrass us, right? Oh, and we watched the Atlanta Hawks version of the game or whatever, the announcers, and they were begging the whole time. And we jumped out to a lead. They fought back, right? We jumped out to a lead. They fought back, and you know what happened? The Knicks won. The Knicks just have more talent. The Knicks have so much more talent than the Atlanta Hawks that we were playing guys. We had Kev McCuller initiating offense in the first quarter of this game.
We did. That's a fact.
I mean, bro, it's one of them things, man. This team is super deep. This team is talented. This team is so talented that throughout the game, the entire game, and throughout our analysis, no one even mentioned Josh Hart's name.
We didn't even have to.
Yeah.
There was no need to, and that's the craziest thing. Think about how good we are right now, and we don't have those 3 players. And if you wanted to do any mathematical, statistical things right now, you could add how many points that is you're missing, how
Right.
many rebounds, how many steals, how many assists, all those things together, and that's what we're missing.
Yeah.
And we didn't need that. I do understand though. I do understand. I don't think he's a Knicks fan, Scott. I do understand that you know you build a lead and you want to hold that lead. So I could understand that, Uncle Freeze. I can understand that. You got a good lead. You don't want to give up that lead to where you're like now you're playing for your for your life at the end. However, you don't have your Swiss Army knife in Josh Hart,
Right.
and you don't have two young defenders. Defenders. Forget the scoring. They're not really even part of that. They score, but that's not really why they're important to us. So
Yeah.
I
Now, the point I wanted to bring up, Freezer, you touched on it. A
I
difference
can't
between
help it, Cash. I'm a habitual toucher, bro. I can't help it.
yeah, stop touching on things, bro.
Yeah.
Stop touching on things.
okay. But anyway, when you talked about the coaching, which is a difference from this year and last year, two things that I love about Mike Brown and what he's done and what he's brought to the New York Knicks. One is empowerment, and the other one is confidence that he's instilled in his players.
Okay.
And with those two qualities, we see it emulated through the bench. We
Okay.
see it emulated in all different facets of the game. And thus by accomplishing this, it has really not only stabilized us as a team, but has really propelled us to this point where we're at, and we know it's going to go a lot further. Whereas even with the players that we have that are rehabbing, that are hurt, we have guys that can come in, know what role they need to fulfill, empower them, and give them the confidence to fulfill those roles, and they go and they carry it out. And so, and to see that be done, it's like you say, it's like
Can you expound? Can you
sipping
expound?
champagne, sipping champagne.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
Hey, can you expound on what you're saying though? Instead of giving us the broad overview, can you expound on it? Like, when you said and when you mentioned the different roles, can you explain what player and what roles and how they're trusted?
Like for an example, when I listened to Mike Brown's press conference tonight, he made reference of playing McCuller. I mean, he obviously knows Josh Hart is definitely not available, but probably the thing that he didn't expect was how he played, how when he went into the game, you know, the ex, he had an expectation of coming in, getting some spot minutes and so forth, but in seeing how well he played, Mike Brown just left him out there. He empowered him to let him play, and then he just let him play.
Right.
And through his play, he built the confidence that he needed. Especially that one play. I mean, if we seen the game, we know where he came through, and Atlanta shot the ball, and he came across from the other side, dove for the ball to save it. Diawara had picked it up. He got up off the ground as
Right.
the ball swung around.
Yeah.
The ball came back to him as the ball swung, and he hit the 3-pointer after saving the ball from going out of bounds.
Yep.
Right.
That
Hustle.
was a defining moment right there. That was Kev McCullers coming out party right there on that play.
Okay.
He said something very interesting, though. Can I say something?
Go for it.
Yes,
I'm
you
I'm
said
done.
that the coach obviously knew that Hart wasn't available, so he let Kevin McCuller come out, and he figured that he might do spot minutes, and he wasn't quite sure he was going to get out of him and stuff like that. And I just wondered if he did know that he was going to get that out of him, because the young man's been around for so long, been practicing, been around the team. He's built like a fullback. You know, he looked like he's a baller. You know, like I wonder if just a little bit he knew, if I'm gonna give this kid this many minutes, not spot minutes, especially due to the fact that there's a back-to-back coming and all these other things like that, and we have three people hurt. I'm just wondering if he was like, that was the game plan going in. Diawara starting. Kevin Cole is going to play a bunch of minutes. Win or lose. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Can catch.
No, I mean you guys pretty much, you pretty much summed it up. And so, going forward, man, it's like, wow. We seen the emergence of Kolick. We see a little bit of Diawara and the impact he's had, and now we see the impact of Kevin McCullough and how he can fit in, man. It's like we have so many options, man. We have so many moves on the chessboard, man. It's like,
It's wide open.
ooh,
You know who?
it's good, man. It's good.
Just
It's
how
good.
deep.
It's good being bishops and pawns and knights, and just being able to move freely across that board,
And
knowing that strategically the architect on the chessboard, has empowered you and given you and instilled a confidence in you that you can go out and you can just move freely, man. Play your game.
Right.
don't forget the
That's what
rook.
that's what that's what builds championship pedigree. And of course,
Yeah.
that's what we are looking for, man.
Yep.
Hey, so I think the I think the baby race started with Ariel Huckporty. I'm not for sure what got Huckporty in the doghouse, but there was a stretch where Ariel Huckporty started the kindergarten graduation where he was playing excellent defense. And I'm
Yeah.
not for sure what happened, but ever since Ariel Huckporty started the kindergarten graduation, you started to see the kids more and more and more and more. I believe by the end of the season, two of these kids are going to be permanently in the rotation. I don't know which two, right? Right now, it looks
I
like
think
Kolick and
one.
Diawara, but if you'd have asked me a month ago, I would have said it's Dottier and Huckporty, right? Because there was a game missed early in the season, and Dottier got the start, I believe. So if you asked me early in the season, I would have thought it was them two. But now it looks like these two. But by the end of the season, who knows? Who knows who it'll be? Right? I'm just excited about it. I'm excited about it. I know the thing that impressed me the most, or let me ask y'all, what impressed y'all the most tonight?
I wonder if this is what you're going to.
No. What
But
impressed you the
I'm not
most?
doing it for that. This is what impressed me the most.
Okay.
That he stuck it out it's been a couple games now where Tyler Kolek has been in the finishing moments of very tight games. It seems to be that he really sees something in this dude. You know what I'm going to keep saying with the pure point guard on the team. And then he also used a mixing of the other two rookies that he used in that last in crunch times.
Right.
So to me, that's what stuck out the most. And what really sticks out the most generally lately is the fact that I think Kolek, period, is playing great basketball, and you're going to see a lot of Kolek and Brunson together on the court.
Right. Right. All right, Cash. What impressed you the most?
I'm going to go with one word tonight, along with the other two words I used: empowerment and confidence. Trust.
Okay.
Trust in moments, in delicate moments that decided games. Going back to the tournament, to the cup, started with Kolek, being in there in that moment, in those critical moments, game deciding moments, that he had Kolek in there. Even the last defensive stand tonight, when Atlanta had could have tied the game on a potential three. You know who was out there on defense? Kevin McCuller. Kevin McCuller was on the court. Y'all saw that. So yeah, trust. Who would have thought Kevin McCuller on the court with a couple of seconds left in the game, in a close game?
I'll say this, like, I'll say this. The thing that impressed me the most in tonight's game is Kev McCuller running the pick and roll with Mitchell Robinson. Chat, legitimately, I saw Kev McCuller 2, maybe 3 trips down the floor, run the pick and roll with Mitchell Robinson, and he looked for Mitch so hard that he gave Mitch the ball too early. One of those trips he gave.
It was like a handoff.
He gave Mitchell Robinson and the ball about at like 18 feet. Mitch is like, "What I'm gonna do with the ball out here 18 feet?"
What?
You know what I'm saying? And so the thing, the weird, awkward, funny thing about Kev McCuller is he is super buff in like almost like in a Desmond Bain type way, right? Like super jacked, right?
Yeah.
And so, but the other thing about him is his handle. Now, I watched him at Kansas. I watched him at Kansas just about every Saturday for like 10 or 12 weeks, right? I watched him. And so and I watched him before that. Kevin McCuller went from a Brandon, what's the guy name at Memphis? Brandon Clark. He went from a small Brandon Clark type player at Kansas. Now, I know he was a guard at his other school, but at Kansas, they had him be the jumbo wing, weak side rim protector guy, right? Probably because he was hyper athletic, right?
Yeah.
At that time. I saw him go from that all the way up to primary ball handling guard. Now, I know he had a history of that, but a lot of guys have a history of playing point guard in high school. A lot of them, right? It doesn't always translate to the next level. You move to the next level, the stuff you used to do at the previous level doesn't always translate. That's why these young guys need time to cook. But tonight, I saw him legitimately navigate the Mitchell Robinson screen, get the correct spacing, right? Understanding that if Mitch's man collapsed towards him, he was going to give that ball to Mitch.
Yeah.
And Mitch's man collapsed towards McCuller, and Kev McCuller got that ball to Mitch at like 18 feet before Mitch actually took off with momentum towards the rim. And Mitch stopped to catch it and was like, what you want me to do with this? The reason why it makes me laugh is that Mitchell Robinson has probably run 10,000 screen and rolls with all the Knicks guards over the last 5 or so years, right? And about 0.0001 of them end up with Mitchell Robinson getting to touch the ball, right? Like he rarely touches the ball out of the pick and roll. But the fact that Kev McCullough, who I thought was a wing, Kev McCullough looks like a combo guard. At least he did tonight. I'm gonna ask the chat if y'all feel the same way. Do y'all feel like Kev McCullough is a combo guard, or if he's a wing player with handles? I mean, I can't judge him by what I see in the G League because it's lesser talent, right? But against a talented NBA team, Kev McCullough looks like a combo guard. What do y'all think? I was asking the chat, y'all. Chat, what do y'all think? Are y'all impressed by what you saw from Kev McCullough tonight? I'm gonna see what the chat says. Hey, King G says, yeah, combo guard. Yeah, hey, Kerry, I think his handles in the half court are tighter than Josh Hart's.
So I agree with you on that. But I think he plays a lot like Josh Hart. But he has tighter handles.
Right. Yeah, his Josh Hart doesn't really run the screen and roll comfortably. Right. Kev McCullough looked like he was searching for that he was waiting for Mitch. He's like, I don't know if he called Mitch over for the screen, but it looks like he is a guard's guard to me. Now, he had a lot of tough defensive plays, and he's a tough guy. I don't know if y'all remember the play. Remember when he was on one side of the court, he sprinted all the way to the other side of the floor for the loose ball and dove out of bounds, and the Knicks saved it? Y'all remember that?
From the close side all the way to the far.
Yeah, all the way to he chased the ball down and save it.
Yep.
Yeah, the dude showed me something tonight. That's what I saw.
For sure did.
What else did y'all see? Y'all saw anything else?
I saw Towns played with confidence. Played with confidence tonight.
Okay.
You remember when I was like, "Yo, step in," right?
Yeah.
And he was like, I felt like he told me, "Yo, go, go. I'm gonna stay right here and do this," and did it.
Right.
That long three, no one's in front of him. Like literally, there was nobody 20 feet near him. He could have took 3 steps in, still hit the three, but didn't. Shot it, made it, shut me up. Like,
right.
He went in, got the board. I don't know. I think I see a team, including a guy who played basically his first full game, that are gelled up.
Okay.
This team is like they're having fun. They're playing together. They're winning. They're real. They're a real deal.
Right.
And we still have 3 people who are not there.
Right.
I would say tonight they had no answer for Carl Anthony Towns because they really don't have a big man. I mean, Okongwu was their center. I mean, he's really like 6'8". I mean, they list him taller, but he's really like a 6'8" center. So
Yeah.
they had nothing. Yeah, they had no answer for Cat. I mean, I would say for Cat, for any team in terms of matchups where they don't have anyone that's imposing that would cause problems for Cat. Cat needs to exploit that, man. He
Right.
needs to exploit that every time. So yeah, it should be games like this where he should be the lead scorer, or even over Brunson because he's got to take advantage of that matchup, man. Because there's only very few guys in the league that could even slow down Carl Anthony Towns. But on most nights, he's always going to have an advantage, and so he's got to exploit that advantage that he has over guys, whether it's taking it to the basket that we've seen him, or shooting that 3-pointer, man. I mean, if he's knocking down them trays, man, let him fly. That's why he's the best big man shooting big man in the league. So yeah, take advantage.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm super excited about what I saw. Let me say this though. Thank you everybody for everyone watching us on X and on YouTube. All the new people in the thing, man, in the chat, man. We appreciate y'all coming through and rocking with us, showing us the love. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. We're one of the best places for you to get your Knicks content. Of course, I think it's the best. But if you like conversations like this, where we break down stuff, no agenda, we're gonna be super truthful about the things that we see. Hardcore Knicks fans chopping it up, no real agenda except rooting for these Knicks. Man, hey, consider subscribing to the channel, and I know quite a few of you have, and we appreciate y'all joining the community and conversation to ensure that the conversation is a more truthful, safe, and robust conversation about this team that we love, man. We appreciate y'all. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna say this to Alawaz, and I'm gonna say this to Tori B, and I know it's gonna get me in hot water, right? I already know this,
You
right?
like the hot water.
So first of all, I love hot water.
You
right?
love the hot water. Come
Right.
on.
So first of all, I'm gonna say this to Tori B and Alawaz. Hey, the new sock delivery came in today. I bought some Columbia socks. The new sock delivery came in today. So just saying that the Wise and Tori B, they already know the vibe.
Now I know a little bit.
That's an inside joke, but they know what it is. And I'll say this: when Josh and Deuce and Shamit get back, if everybody can stay healthy, I think we may not lose 10 games the rest of the season. Like if the kids are going to be this. So I'm saying this to my people, to the inner circle, right? I'm saying this to the inner circle.
Yeah.
If the kids are going to be this, and Mike Brown is going to be this, and the total product is going to be that, when we get healthy, the Knicks may not lose 10 games the rest of the season. The Knicks may not lose 10 games from the time we get healthy all the way through the end of the season. Take that for what you want. I already know the scrutiny is coming. Right? The scrutiny is coming, right? I can't quite remember the number of losses the Knicks have right now. Whatever that number is, it's the number. I'm saying when the Knicks get healthy, I can't see the Knicks losing 10 more. Say everybody comes back January 1st. I'm saying from January 1st through the middle of April, I can't see the Knicks losing 10 games from the time January 1st through the end of the season. And that sounds crazy because that's 1, 2, 3. That's 3.5 months. That's 3.5 months. But if these kids are going to keep progressing, right? If these kids are going to keep progressing like this, and Josh and Shamit and Deuce come back and be who they normally are, and Mike Brown has this depth at his disposal every night, and Jalen Brunson is going to be this version of Jalen Brunson, MVP caliber guy. If Cat has scored 36 points or better in 2 of his last 3 games.
He did.
3 games ago, Cat had 40, then 11, and tonight he had 36. And then we're on to New Orleans and then San Antonio. I don't think the New Orleans Pelicans have a center that can guard Karl Anthony Towns. No. Do they have wing defenders that can defend? Absolutely. Do they have a big that can defend Cat?
Nah. They have Zion, we know, and then Derek Queen. Derek Queen's like 6'10", so he can't really guard Cat. So Cat again is going to have an advantage.
Yeah, Derek Queen can't guard nobody, bro. Yeah. He's a good offensive hub though.
Yeah,
but he ain't guarding.
Yeah, he got an offensive bag, but he's definitely not a 2-way player.
Yeah, he's gonna be a star in this league, right?
Yeah,
he's gonna be a star in this league, but not a defensive star in this league. He ain't gonna be. He ain't gonna be that.
But they're gonna be hyped. Yeah, they're gonna be hyped. Herb Jones gonna be hyped. Trey Murphy III. We know that. They're gonna be hyped. So because it's New York.
But they trash, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to say they can be as hyped as they want, but then.
Yeah, well, I know. I mean, I'm just, I'm just saying. That's all. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's gonna have any impact, but I'm just
saying the Hawks are hype.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
And the Spurs were hype.
The Spurs were hype.
Well, let me tell you something. That Spurs game is gonna be on now.
Yeah.
I'm looking ahead. Now that game's gonna be on. I mean, New Orleans, we should take care of business, but that Spurs game. That one's gonna be hot and spicy.
Hey, Cash, I'm not gonna lie to you. Even though I mentioned that the Knicks may not lose 10 games the rest of the way, I'm still looking at it as one game at a time.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
I think that's what the Knicks should be.
Oh yeah, it's a marathon and not a sprint for sure, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So I would say this though, when Josh Hart and Deuce gets back, I think you're going to see this offense and defense turn into another level of something, right? When they get back and we get Shamit and Deuce's consistent 3-point shooting, like the thing is teams we're winning these games. But we're not putting them away because the daggers, we don't have the dagger throwers yet. Like when the daggers get back, when Deuce gets back for 3, and when Shamit gets back for man, listen, bro. I'm saying, and maybe I'm overly optimistic about the Knicks, and maybe I'm making an excuse. Every time a Knicks player gets criticized, I make an excuse for him, right? Maybe so. That's just who I am. If you say something about a Knicks player, I don't care who it is. It could be Jan Baselli. Yes, I'm gonna go to bat for that player. That's just me, right? That's just I'm a Knicks fan. Will I critique them? Yes. Will I tear them down? No. That's not my MO as a fan or as a person, right? That's not my MO as a fan or a person, right? My thing is though. Is teams we're basically this team is just floating in the water, just staying afloat. Right? This team is not even weaponized yet. Like this team is staying legit staying afloat and beating these teams, right? This team is staying afloat with injuries and stuff, and you hadn't even seen the best of this team yet. What I'm saying is once we get the very best of this team, and I know it's hard to comprehend, I know that, right? But once we get the very best of this Knicks team, I think teams that are contending in the East right now better tighten their bootstraps up. I think these teams right now that like Boston and everybody that's have these very best, they're having these runs and they're excited. Their fan base is hyped up. I don't think the Knicks are going to play with them.
The Orlandos.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah. I think the Pistons. I think only the Boston Celtics, all these teams with a fan base is hype. They have not seen the best version of this Knicks team yet. And they have not encountered serious injury yet. And I know Boston has Tatum out, but Tatum's not on their opening day roster. He's not a player that they knew was going to be here, right? I'm not counting Tatum because Tatum wasn't available. Is not available the entire year. And they knew that too, right? But at the same time, I'm saying, bring them on.
Yep.
You want some, get some. Bad enough, take some. That's an old rap lyric from back in the day.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was thinking about what the comments that Spoelstra made, man. In other words, the testimony of others.
Yeah.
And what they're now saying about the Knicks, and I find it to be very interesting. Look at, I was saying for the chat, man, check out some of the things that teams are saying. I mean, well, not teams, but like coaching staff and different people in the know of what they're now saying about the Knicks. It's interesting. You made me think of a saying too, man. This is for all the old heads, man. This is for all the old heads. In order to, well, it's late night, so I think I can say ASS, right?
Yeah,
Is that safe? Okay.
You spelled it.
In order to get ass, you got to bring ass. So for all the old heads, they know what that means.
Right.
They know what that means.
Okay. All right.
You got to be of a certain age to know that. Matter of fact, that's a line from a movie, but that's facts. That's facts.
Right. Yeah. I'm excited, bro.
Yep.
I'm super excited about where we are with it, bro. I'm super excited, bro. Like legitimate, like the best is yet to come for Kolick and McCuller and Diawara, right? I'm excited, bro.
And to think the best is yet to come, and we've seen some dope shit already.
Right.
We've already seen some dope game. I mean, if the best is yet to come, and we saw a Kohler game that was 2011-8 and some other things, yeah, I'm with you. The word I'm using is hyped. I'm hyped. I am very hyped. I'm excited. There's no doubt about it. I'm hyped. My mantra going into this year that it was finals or bust for me, and looking at this team, looking where we are right now, there is no reason why this team can't achieve. And you're talking about not losing more than 10 more games in the regular season. I'm
Right.
supposing that's or in general.
I might include the playoffs depending on how Deuce look.
Okay, so you want to put a little asterisk on that and get back to that part?
No,
But 10 for the regular starting right now?
no, I'm
The first of January, you said, right?
it depends on when Shamet come back, man. I'm gonna be like,
Okay.
say for instance, I don't know when Shamet is coming back, right? We just don't know, right?
Okay.
But when Shamet gets back, he's gonna add his veteran presence and stability
Yeah.
to a lineup that is already extended with young guys. Like it's a win-win for us. So say Shamet doesn't come back for another month,
Yeah.
right? That means another month of minutes that these young guys get to play, right?
Yep.
And say he comes back sooner than that. That means we get stable faster, right? And so either way it works, it's a win-win for the Knicks.
It's a win-win.
Right. Like Kerry Cox says, Shamet might be back around the All-Star break. So if Shamet is back around the All-Star break, right, that means the young guys get to play the subsidiary minutes, like the ad hoc minutes, the random situational minutes, right? They get to play in those minutes. So you get to see Kolick, McCuller, Diawara, all them young guys get to split those minutes situationally by Mike Brown. Because the thing is, like what Coach said, I'm gonna give Coach credit for saying this thing. Y'all know me, right? Coach said that how did Coach phrase it? Coach said, damn it, how did Coach say it? Coach said it like, dang it, Coach said something smart. I think what Coach said was, basically what he was saying is Mike Brown is going to play the hot hand, right? Basically, that's what he's saying. So I'm going to try to paraphrase what Coach said, but Coach basically said he is going to have them young guys. He's going to play them guys in those minutes, and whoever is earning the minutes that night is the guy that he's going to play and stay with. That's basically what Coach said when we were watching the game together. So I don't know what Coach when Coach hopped off, and he was probably going to say that while he was here. I don't think he got a chance to, but basically, I don't think based on what Coach said, and it was very smart. He's like, we don't know what young guy is going to get all the minutes. And we won't. And as a matter of fact, Tory B alluded to something similar to that too, about the glut with the backcourt. Like it's going to be situational. Like the hot hand is going to play. I think Tory B said that about when Shamet and Deuce get back. I think that's what she alluded to with that. But definitely, I think Mike Brown showed it tonight that whoever's hot is going to play. Because I saw Mikal Bridges sit for a long time when Kevin McCuller was cooking, right?
He sure did.
Yeah, and there's no knock on Mikal Bridges because that's our guy. He like those young guys' mentor. I think he bought everybody Rolexes or something, right? But at the no, as a matter of fact, he didn't, because Bridges played 37 minutes. Cat played 30 minutes. Mitch played 18 minutes. So yeah, so the minutes distribution was. I'll take that back. Right? I'll take that back. And maybe I was wrong, because OG played 38, Cat played 30, Bridges played 37, Brunson played 38. But the minutes distribution with everyone else, 19, 23, 21, 16. So the role-playing guys basically played even minutes. No role-playing guy played less than 16 or more than 23. Kevin McCuller played more minutes than Clarkson and Kolick.
But that was possible. Somebody was out.
Yeah. So I'll take that back and restate it. Yeah. Yeah. Nick Yak said, "What show coach said something smart?" Man, you better stop playing, bro. Yeah, you better stop playing, man. You know, coach is our guy, bro. You know, we will all jump you over coach, bro. I'm just saying. Yeah, man. But on that, we can wrap right here, man. I want to thank everybody for coming through. Remember, the Facebook page is out there. I got to get the details from King Ribby. He sent something to me and I forgot to post it. But we'll post the Facebook page. We're working on the merch and all of that. And
Freezy, I sent you something too. Check your email.
I know I did. I answered it already, bro. Come on, man.
Okay.
Come on, Cash is me, baby. You know.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm just gonna let you know I'm gonna work on that and I'll get back to you.
All right. Bet. Thank you everybody for coming through and rocking with us. We'll see y'all in the morning, possibly in the morning if I can get this stuff to work. If I can get some stuff to work, I'll have a treat for y'all in the morning. If I can't, I'll just continue to work on it, y'all. But thank you everybody for coming through. Peace, y'all.
I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No